The $1,000,000 question everyone is asking. Mark, how can I become a better test taker? Trust me, taking tests can be very stressful and a nerve-wracking experience, to be honest, right? It's an important part of the learning process, right? Whether you're taking a standardized test, college exam, or a simple quiz, right? Pop quiz is our favorite. There are many strategies you can use to become a better test taker, okay? The first one is to prepare, right? Prepare in advance, guys. Like, one of the most important things you can do to be a better test taker is to prepare in advance. This means like reviewing materials regularly, aka studying, guys. Making sure you have a good understanding of the subject you're learning, right? I've always taught that if you cannot teach someone the materials that you are learning, then it's hard for you to know the material. Does that make sense? I think so, right? So prepare in advance, you become more confident. If you know the material, you can teach someone, right? It's likely you're gonna feel overwhelmed during the exam. Number 2 is time management, right? It's to manage your time effectively. So before you begin the exam, take a moment to review the questions and allocate time accordingly. This will help you to prioritize the most important questions and avoid running out of time. That's only if you actually have the ability to go back, which some board exams you cannot go back. But for example, for school, if there's you're doing these long pharmacokinetic questions, it's gonna take forever. It's or you have an essay, you might need to take that time a little more seriously than picking a multiple choice question. Okay. Get a good night's sleep, guys. Number 3, sleep is essential for memory. So if you stay up all night, which I know most of you have, because I have, it's not gonna be helpful, guys. Make sure you set a good night's sleep before the test. And when you guys actually watch my videos and take my recommendations about setting a study schedule ahead of time, then you are in no need to rush and cram everything the night before the exam. Don't be that person, okay? So again, get a good night's sleep before the test and avoid staying up late, to cram. It's a rested mind, you'll be more alert and you'll be able to focus during the exam. To help you perform better on the tests, one way is the process of elimination. Wow, right? Mark, we know this. Right, so use it. So where you can eliminate obvious incorrect answers, be like A, B, C, D, well, obviously it's not B. So it's either A, C, or D, or all the above. Worst type of questions, right? It increases your chances of choosing right if you don't know what the answer is, right? A lot of people just sit there thinking it's gonna come to them. Look, in my experience, it might not ever actually come to you by just staring at the question, wasting your time. Because when you're wasting your time thinking about for one question, which is worth the same amount of points as the other 75 questions, what's taking so long? Either you know it, you don't know it, at least eliminate 1 or 2, you're down to 75 or 50%, boom, 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 next question, because it's worth the same, okay? Also, another strategy that I want to talk about is read the questions carefully and understand what they're asking. You've seen those questions where at the very end it's but whatever, not, right? So it's they're all correct. Which one is not correct? Or select all that apply. So please read the questions carefully. And if you're able to, I know most exams are standardized, are on the computer, but if you're able just to cover the answers, try to formulate your own answer, right, from the question. Sometimes we get distracted by the answers. They're oh my gosh, all the answers look perfect. Obviously, 1 is right or 3, 4, whatever the type of question is. But if you have studied before, then you should be able to formulate some sort of idea of what the answer should be, or even know the answer. If it's a straight up answer, then you're oh, I know it. And then when you move your hand or when you uncover the answers, you're oh, it's B, whatever it is, okay? Another tip is stay calm and focused. Tests are stressful. Trust me, I know, and you know as well. It's important to stay calm and focused during the test. If you find yourself getting anxious, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you are prepared for this moment, right? Try to stay positive and avoid like negative thoughts, right? Oh, Mark, you're gonna fail this exam. Oh my gosh, you're gonna redo this whole year. It's like, buddy, relax, okay? It's not the end of the world here, okay? Just breathe, crack your back, do some movements. Just don't make them think that you're cheating, right? Like, it's funny because when I used to take exams and I would want to stretch, I would literally close my eyes so they don't say I'm like cheating, okay? Again, stay calm and focused, guys. Also, another good advice is learn from your mistakes. So after the test, review your mistakes, like whether it's a topic, whether it's a type of questions you're not familiar with, if it's like an essay format, like maybe you need to practice like sentence structure or grammar or spelling, whatever it is, and understand what you did wrong and right and learn from those, right? Identify the areas you need to improve on and make sure you don't make those mistakes again, right? 'Cause each time you improve little by little by little, taking tests is just a, piece of cake, right? Kind of leads into my last one is practice, right? Practice is key to becoming better test taker and anything, to be honest, right? Whether you're an athlete, whatever, the more you practice, the more better you are in honing on those skills, right? So take practice tests, quizzes, familiarize with past exams and the questions they're asking again, right? And the format type of questions that they may be asked. So overall, becoming a better test taker requires preparation, takes good time management, sleep, test taking strategies into account. You can literally YouTube them, different things that might work for you depending on the type of questions you are or type of field you are in general. And staying calm and focused, learn from your mistakes and practice. So by doing these strategies, you will reduce your stress levels and improve your chances on performing well on tests. Remember, taking a test is a skill like any other skill. It can take time to be improved with practice and with the right mindset. Okay, guys? So again, make sure you go back, review any of those tips I've mentioned before. If you like any, like the video, subscribe, comment below what other tips you guys have for other people who are gonna view this. Anyways, guys, thank you and see you next time.